Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you caught my last video, it was my homeschool room tour. I had briefly kind of shown you guys the filing system that I use to file away our lesson plans. And so I thought today I would kind of go into a little bit more detail about how I do that. So I'm going to be doing this in two parts. The first part, I'm going to be going over the actual file box system that I use. And the second part, I will go over how I put together my lesson planner. So I have everything is kind of separated into weeks. Okay, now I have our school year is separated into 38 weeks. So I created a file, a weekly file for each week. So there's 38 weeks of individual files here. Okay, and then I created manila folders, one for each lesson. Okay, now I also created a blog post where I go into more detail about how I actually assembled this box. So I will link that below if you guys are interested in kind of seeing a picture tutorial of how I put it together. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys really quickly kind of how I use this, because it has been so helpful. Like, I can't even describe to you how much it has aided my success as a homeschool mom. Okay, so I really wanted to share it with you guys. Once I'm done here, I will take you into the classroom and show you kind of what it looks like when we're using it on a day-to-day basis, okay? So, one of the ways that I organize this is I use the school year calendar, because, you know, obviously there are some weeks where there's only like 4 days of instruction. So for like week 1, we only had 4 days of instruction because we started on a Tuesday. So we have lesson 1 through lesson 4 in the week 1 folder. Okay, and so I go through and I organize that, if you look here, all the way through the year. Okay, this has made such a difference. Seriously, I have everything organized and planned out for the entire year, and it has made our year go by so much smoother. So I highly recommend this for anybody who, especially if you're just starting out, start off the best way that you can, because it has seriously made such a big difference in our homeschooling experience. Okay, so let's head on into the classroom and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so here we are in the classroom. Now if you recall in my homeschool room tour, okay, this is the corner where I have all of my instructional stuff. So it's just kind of stored here in a corner. Okay, and I have, I just attached this little basket to it to keep the stuff that I write on our whiteboard with. But if you look above it, I have this little iron rack here that I actually picked up at the Goodwill for, I think, like $2 or something like that. But it's been super handy because it allows me to kind of store this week's or the current week's files to where they're easily accessible and I can see them, so I don't have to kind of dig for them through the file box here. I'll give you a better look at this. Let's see. I did add some files for some charts and games that came with the curriculum that we have. Okay, but if you look here, okay, and here I store our, these are my teaching books, so they're easily accessible as well, just right here. Okay, so what I do is I just, whatever day we're on, I pull the folder out. Okay, here it is. I just open it up, and if you look, I have all of the lessons. We're here lesson 16. If you look at all the papers here, we have 16, 16, 16. Okay, and it just makes it so much easier. I don't have to go through and tear the pages out of the books like everything is ready and accessible. Super, super important, and it makes such a big difference. It really does. Okay, so again, this is what it looks like. And generally I have my lesson planner sitting here, but I will be talking about that in part 2 of this video. I'm going to show you kind of how I put it together, and I'm going to share with you how I use it in tandem with our file box system for the optimal organization. All right, so stay tuned for that. You're not going to want to miss it because we're having a giveaway. All right. All right. Until then, bye-bye.